Good evening. Join me today at quite a well-known venue. We are at Stanwick Lakes, and we are fishing the Coot Lake. I've had a look around the other lakes. They look quite nice, so perhaps next time we'll come down we'll have a bash in here, but for this session this week just going to have a bash in here. Now, there hasn't been a few people darting around because obviously it's a day ticket lake, so people have been down. I've had a little bit of a late start because this swim there was people in it, so I had to wait a couple of hours for them to go. So yeah, so I just sort of took time really, sort of a slow time, because it was baking hot early on with the sun out. It was actually boiling hot, and so there. So I just took my time setting up. I just got my rods ready to go, got the BB up, chair, and I just then sort of sat back. Time had finished. Baby boy had the barbecue on, so he's just had a burger and he's doing some chicken as well. And obviously I'm just having a cup of coffee at the same time. Yeah, like, I don't know nothing about the lakes whatsoever. I know I've got one near the lily pads just over there, and I've got one slap bang in the middle. What I'll do tomorrow, or perhaps later on, I'll show you where I'm positioned and the baits I'm going to be using, or the baits I'm using, and so forth down the line, and my approach to it. Because as I said, I've never fished this before, so I have no idea what to expect. It's now coming up to 6:30. It's quite quite peaceful down here. You have got a main road at the back there. You can hear the traffic, but by the time you get to bed, I expect that'll die off. So yeah, this is where I am this week. Stanwick Lakes, Coot Lake, and peg number I don't know if that's 7 or I don't know. Yeah, so I've got a nice little, yeah, quite compact. Yeah. So drink this, have a few bits of chicken, and then we'll go from that. Right, it's now coming up to 8 o'clock, it's 5:02 to be exact. I've had a few little knocks on the rods, nothing major, this thing's a couple of little line bites. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'll show you where I'm going to fish. Well, I've got my bait at the moment. So basically, knocking you everywhere. You can see the rods are down there. Got key on this platform. Well, I've got one just where that curve of the lily pads are, sort of about there. I've got one just out there. I've got some peppered fruit on. A couple of handful of boilies gone in with pellet and a bit of mix, which I'll show you. So I had the other day, which I liquidised up. The other one is about in there, in the middle, around that area there. Now that one I got the bloodworm boilie on. It's all bottom bait. So I've got a couple of handfuls of boilies over there, several handfuls of pellet, in-house pellet, and I've also got the mix, same mix as I put down there. Now I had thought about bringing the left rod, because I think that's really pushing my bounds and margins, and putting that left rod, just swap the two rods over, so the middle one will go to the left but stay in the middle, and the left one will go to the right. I might think about putting it round there, but then again I've still got the same situation with the reeds. If you go in there past my leader, I'm done. And unfortunately the same with that. But we'll just have to set up pan out. So at the moment it's just a waiting game now. There's plenty of activity, moving, fish showing around, jumping and whatnot. Mate just had just about a 10-pounder, short fat little thing it was, on a float rod, which is 2 swims up. So he's had one out already, so that's a good thing. And just my turn now. So this is the lake. You can't really see much down there. It's not particularly very big. I think where it goes, sort of goes down around there, and I think you might get an idea of where those trees over there is. Hang on, where are we? So that's obviously the trees are past the lake, so we're coming about 5 foot in. So it just goes around there, just about see the peg. If I put it up there, you might see a better view. So it's not like a massive lake, hence why I've got the 2 rods. So I think 3 would be too much, too clammy, if you see what I mean. The idea is I put one down there, one in the middle, but you get one, you then got 2 extra lines to contain with, and I don't really want that. First fish out of Stanwick Lakes, not the desired species, but it'll do. Peppered fruit has done it again. So yeah, happy days, eh? So what I'll do, get a few pictures of them, and then I'll get them put back straight away. Yeah, bigger than that would be fine. Right, well, good morning. I had the unwanted species last night. Yes, the dreaded bream. That was about 12:30, I think it was. Didn't film it because it was bream. It's a fair lump though, but yeah, it's quite a chunk, but I'm not. No. Yeah, so about what happened last night. The left rod kept beeping away, up and down, so I don't know if there's something small around the bait, knocking around, hitting the line and just giving me constant lines, or something small, try to pick the bait up and run. You couldn't, dropped it. And it come back because the bobbin just cut them down and reset itself back to normal, so I brought that one in. And it was actually the right hand one that went off. One up in the middle. That was on the bloodworm boiling. So apart from that, that's pretty much all that happened really. I had a reasonably good night's sleep. Once I took the left rod in. So I have a little bit of a rearrangement this morning. So I've been up since, I don't know, well, I think I woke up about 4 o'clock. In and out of sleep. It's still dark then, it's still dark at 5. Right. Just a quick update for what's happened from this morning. I took my rod in last night because the left one just kept beating all night. There's nothing on it, it was just, I think it's little ones playing about with it. So I brought it in, and what I've done is I decided this morning when I got up is to put the right hand on the left side in the middle still, and put the left one to the right, but tuck into the margin just around there. Literally just had a run, and it pulled, so it's definitely a carp, and or an extremely big tench, and it just popped the hook and left me with a snag, so I had to go and wade in and get after it. So what I'm going to do, come with me. Right, so what I've done, or where I was, literally just down there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little further out. I'll get a tang of ramble on it. And let me do it this way. So I'm going to go a little further out there, so that I'm not literally. What's going on here? It's all going wrong now, but so I'm a little further out there, so I have less chance to hopefully not get stuck in there. So I'm going to put some bait around there, bait this area up. So last night I saw a swirl down there, big swirl, and I was thinking to myself, I might try that this morning. so therefore I will. So I'm put chucked out there for the time being, further out, just so it gives me a chance to get more snake. If they're closed in, I'm sure they'll be there that way. And hopefully we'll get a result. First fish and lost one. First desired species and lost one. Right, just took the liberty to do some spodding out there. The mix I've used before. When I went down to the Quarter Lake, it's the same mix, just the only difference is I put lake water in it just to loosen it up a little bit. Sort of liquefy it, I suppose, a bit more, so we can give columns in a bit of a spread of bait and scent, and in-house pellets. So I just chucked some of them in there as well. So technically speaking, we're all set now for the rest of the day. Temperature today is going to be a bit cooler than it was yesterday. We've got a nice breeze coming through, it's actually quite cool, so hopefully that might help put them down, the head down a little bit and have a bit of a feed up. Peppermint fruit is on the right hand rod, in where I just showed you a little while ago, and the bloodworm baldy is still out in the middle. I might change it over to a peppermint fruit. We'll see how the morning coming to the evening do. That might work better in it, I don't know. But we'll just go play it by ear now and see how it all pans out. So in a small amount of a case, watch this space, because I've just lost one in the reeds. It just went round there, and it literally was, and I felt it pull, and it just hook pull, and it left me snagged up into the reeds. So I had to wade out and go and get it. I got everything back, so that's the main thing. So yeah, that was a first one. That was on the peppermint fruit, over some boiling, some pellet. Put some mix out this time, so like I said, like I show you, a little further afield, just a bit more, so it gives me a bit more grace to get it to it quicker. And yeah, well, it's all basically good from that. So snaking up to 10:30. Right, well, I don't know what I caught before, but we've got something really special in a minute. It's now a personal best, so it's now personal. A nice big, nice tench, just shy of £6, and my personal best is 5.5. So we'll have a quick look at it, because one is a tench and two is a PB. Come on, come on. If she lets me, or he. Come on. Matter of seconds. Here we are. Just shy of £6. PB. £5.15 exactly. Happy days. So I'm going to get her back right away, because obviously she's fairly active, and I don't want to keep her walk for too long. But yeah, what a lovely looking fish, and a personal best. Peppered fruit. Happy days, eh? Right, let's get her back. Well, I didn't expect that. Just shy of £6, personal best, eh? Not bad going, is it? So that was it. So that was on the peppered fruit. The page moved off when I put it further away from the reeds, because he didn't dive into it or go round. He went that way, which was what I kind of liked, because that makes things a bit easier. However, I think the last one was a carp, because it pulled, and it just pulled me round there, and obviously I lost it. Got my rig back and whatnot, but I didn't get the fish on. But never mind, it's a start. So is today going to be a good day? Start of a good day? Just short of a £6 tench. There are some 20 pounders in there, 20 carp with 20 pounder, I think, maybe a bit bigger. Right, I just took the liberty to recast the left hand rod, and I have put on the peppered fruit, but I've also put on a stringer. It's something I haven't done for a very long time. I put about 4, 5 or 6 boilies on the stringer, tied to the hook. I'd be very PVA tape so it should dissolve, and when it dissolves obviously leave the bait round the hook. So I've chucked back in the middle again for now. We're going to go from that. And the left one, the right one has been quiet, so it's going to get, the sun is now up, so we're going to get warm, so it's not going to really, I'd say it's not going to produce much this afternoon. So just give me time to have a bit of relax, chill out, relax, sleep I had last night. And then we'll go from that basically. So yeah, that's what I've done. Just done it with the left hand rod because the new line was going down. It wasn't how it was supposed to be sitting. Brought it in and there was a branch on it because obviously when I caught the tench it went under life and obviously hooked onto a branch or something. So I've hauled it out. So there, that's the situation. That's where we are. Update at the moment. So I'll get back to you with any more information. Right, good evening. It's now 7:30. I haven't done any filming this afternoon simply because one, I was resting, trying to catch up on some sleep from lack of sleep I didn't get last night, and two, just washing the water because it's been quite warm, so there's nothing really happened except I did have a bream, and that was unhooked in the water and released obviously, and that was pretty much it. So what I've done for tonight, I've abandoned the middle on the left hand rod, I've kept the right hand rod where it is, I've just put fresh bait and I put a pop up on because when I break the lead but come back it's got a bit of like a silty smell to it, and the boy slowly losing its taste, smell. So what I've done was put a pop up on, put the bait on it and go from that. The left one I've put right, see if I can get this right, get a closer look. I've gone sort of where those pads are there, gone in the middle. There's fish shown there last night and the fish showed a little while ago, so I'll just put it over there just to see basically kind of what happens. And we'll kind of go from that. So this is my last night. Just plonk you there. Change the stable. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so that's where I've gone. I'm going to put, just got to put 1 or 2 boilies around it. Just maybe 2 or 3. I'm not going to put a great amount in. There is an angle at the other side of the pads. I spoke to him and he said yes, that's okay to fish there. So yes, it's so it's 7:30. Nothing has happened this afternoon apart from the bream, which was unhooked in the water. Tea's all been and done and dusted. Very nice barbecue bar, so big thanks to Matt over to my who I'm with today. And yeah, that's what I decided to do. So I'm going to fish there. 7 o'clock gates closed and 7 o'clock in the morning they open again. So but I'll probably be up and I'll be in before then. Hopefully with the fish on. Right, well, good morning. You might have noticed that one of my rods are brought in. Unfortunately it's not a fish. So there's the right hand rod that was beeping all night, up and down, up and down. And when I did do what I thought was a small bit of action, I had a there's nothing on the end of it. What I did notice on the buoy, I don't know how well you can see that, it's something's been chomping away at it, and I think it could be 1,000 little ones on it, just pecking away, pecking away, pecking away. Bear in mind that's a pop up, so it's a bit tougher than the other ones. The pepper fruit, normal size, normal ones. So yeah, something's been chomping away at it. So I don't think there's any crayfish in there because it's now coming in the margins. And I'll put some bait and drop some bait down there. So yeah, I think it's just thousands of little ones pecking away at it and just having a bash at it. And obviously, the result was just keep up and down, to try to pull it back. Yeah, so that drove me nuts. So I brought it in. I thought I'll just bring in, leave the one rod out. The one near the lily pads. And sort of go from that really. Yeah, with the lily pads. So I brought it in and I just chucked it down there for now because there was a jack from over there. And obviously I'm in search from over there. Obviously I'm in that turf. If he cast out and he ran the water angle up. So I brought it in, just gone to the left hand side just to see what happens. I keep beeping and churning like it did before, and obviously now there's some little ones off, some pesky ones at it. Apart from that, I had a pretty good night's sleep to be fair. Which is good because I need it obviously for the journey home, so it's a bit of a trek for me to get home. Yeah, so I just had a morning cuppa. I'm going to have a bit of a slow pack down because I think by 12 o'clock I should be leaving. And we'll sort of kind of go from that really. I'll just keep you updated through the day. But I've got to stake them. Just like I say, just make the slow pack down, like get the bar out ready to go and put a few bits and bobs on it. And then we'll sort of go from that really. Yeah, so that's been sort of I'll say quiet night apart from the little beeps and whatnot. That's been it. So this lake has produced me 2 tench and 2 bream. New carp. But yeah, matey boys had. So he had 2 carp. 2 carp and 1 tench. Yeah, 2 carp, 1 tench. Yeah, so it's kind of a bit of a failure for me if I was out with the carp, but I did get a PB tench, so that works for me. Right, on that note, I'm going to sit down 5 minutes and have a slow pack down and get stuff ready to go. We'll go from that, and I'll catch up with you in a little while. In the meantime, it's been normal. You see this little view I got? Right, well, as you can see, it's now coming 20 past 11. I didn't do any more filming since the first thing this morning, simply because 1, nothing really happened. 2, I was just having some slowly packing down. As you can see, the bivvy's now packed away and bits and bobs are sort of getting ready to go. And it's just gone quiet. It's just everything. We're up here out of the sun because the sun will come round shortly and it's going to be a warm day, so I should be packing up. Literally we've gone by midday today. This is a fair old drive for me to get back, but there we go. It's been an enjoyable session while I've been down here, and had a personal best for tench, just under £6, £5.15, and slightly smaller one, and 2 bream. What would probably go about £7, £5 to £7. It's quite a decent size. But that isn't why I'm here for. So, no carp at the moment. Anything can change at the very last moment. You know what it's like. It's the last calls, and then that's pretty much it. All I've really got to say. So, what I'll do, I'll say thank you for watching. If you've got this far, I hope it's been an alright video because this is the first time I've ever fished Stanwick lakes. First time I fished a small venue, like in the smallest lake in the complex. Next time we're talking about going to Elson's Lake, and but that'll be probably later in the year. So we'll just have to sort of watch this space and see how it all pans out and see what the weather's got to be like as well. So on that note, I will say thank you for watching if you got this far. I will now start to have a pack down and get the barrel loaded up and scoot off to the car, and that will be my session will be over. So unless anything happens between now and the time I go, like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you next time. Where that will be, I don't know. We do have 2 weeks time. We've got another place to go. That's booked up, ready to just got to go down and pay. So that'll be a 40-hour session, so I'm looking forward to that. But next week, I've got no idea what's happening yet. Might be a day ticket somewhere, or it might be another 48 hours somewhere, I have no idea. But we'll find out more near the time. So I'll catch up with you next time. So for me, thank you, and just enjoy being in the shade.